Okay, guys, I apologize for not doing a video for a few days as far as reviews and stuff goes. I've just had some severe knee issues that I've been dealing with the last few days. So, just starting to feel better actually and getting up and moving around. But I did do my research. I've been watching a lot of movies that I wanted to review for you guys. So the first one is Sleeping with Other People. Uh, Allison Bremen, or Brightman, I think that's what her name is. Bremen, something like that. And Jason, oh, can never pronounce his last name, but he's from We're the Millers and a few other movies too. He's really, really funny. He does voiceovers for the Cleveland show for one of their characters. Um, Really, really hilarious movie. One of the more better comedy, love, romance comedies I've honestly watched. Um, Lots of funny stuff in it. Great plot. Essentially, it involves two people who basically end up together. They lose their virginities to each other in college, and then they stay friends, and they basically help each other through relationship issues. Really, really raunchy comedy, really, really funny. Um, Great dance songs and stuff in the movie too. There's some interesting, um, really hilarious jokes in it as well. Um, I definitely would give it probably a 9.5, honestly. It's really good. Definitely, if you like raunchy comedies like American Pie and things like that, yeah, you would totally be into it. Um, the next one is the X, which has a lot of great people in the movie. Um, the plot is a little slow at first, but it is definitely something that everybody should at least watch one time. The cast is great. I mean, you have so many wonderful people in the movie. Even Amy Adams is in it. It's definitely worth your time watching it and checking it out. I would probably give it an 8. Um, I Love You Man is the next one that we're gonna review. This by far is one of the best movies I've honestly ever watched. Um, it also has the girl from New Girl in it as well. She's in the movie. She plays the love interest of the main character. Essentially, basically, the main character is trying to find a best friend for his wedding to be his best man, and he runs into this really crazy, outrageous guy at his job, um, and he's obsessed with Rush and stuff like that. And actually, Rush is even in the movie. They actually do a performance, so it's definitely something that I would check out. It's on Netflix. I would give that probably 9.5. It's definitely good. Um, the next one that we're gonna talk about is The Wedding Date. Another romantic comedy, but great cast. Really, really funny jokes. Great soundtrack. I would give it a 7, honestly. Again, it's something that you probably could watch with, your girlfriend or boyfriend, and sit and laugh. It's definitely something that everybody would enjoy. The next one is the 40-Year-Old Virgin. Steve Carell um, does a great job in this movie. It is really, really funny. It's one of my favorite movies, honestly. Just the things that happen in the movie is hilarious. And it's definitely a movie that I would give 7.5. Um, the next one we're going to talk about is Blended with Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore. It's another um, love drama comedy movie. It's definitely one of Adam Sandler's best movies I've ever watched in the past few years. Um, Drew Barrymore does a great job in it. She's actually very entertaining in it. So I would probably give it You know what? I'm gonna give that movie a 10. I think it's pretty good. And the next one we're gonna review is a Ryan Reynolds movie, and it's one of my favorite movies of all time, and that is Waiting. So, oh yeah, and Justin Long is also in this movie as well. Um, what can I say? Amy Ferris is also in this too. Um, Waiting is really, really funny. Um, Essentially, it's a group of basically dysfunctional coworkers working together. Lots of crazy stuff happens. Um, for example, there's a bet between the guys. Basically, who can sleep with like that new hot waitress that works there. And so they all like try to get dates with her and stuff. And lots of crazy stuff happens. It's definitely worth watching. Um, that I definitely would give a 9. That's a really, really funny movie. Um, and the soundtrack is really good too. Um, the next one is Office Space. Office Space is another movie that is really, really funny and hilarious. Um, I mean, you might deep there. That's who does not know that phrase from that movie. It's really, really hilarious. I'm gonna give that movie a 10. Honestly, that movie is absolutely freaking hilarious. Um, okay, we have a few more here. We have Employee of the Month with Jessica Simpson, Dean Cook, um, and the guy that played Pedro actually is also in this movie from Napoleon Dynamite. Employee of the Month is really, really amazing. Andy Dick even makes an appearance in this movie. Um, wow, this movie is by far one of the most funniest, outgoing, outrageous comedy movies I've ever watched. Um, I mean, Jessica Simpson does a really good job in this movie. I even thought Dukes of Hazzard was a good movie for her too. I recently watched that. Actually, that's the next one on the list. Because Dukes of Hazzard is really good too, guys. I would give both movies a solid 9. They're really, really good. And the last movie we're going to be reviewing um, is Heathers. Heathers is a earlier comedy, but it's a Winona Ryder comedy. She does a really great job in it. It's one of her better movies. I know it's an older movie, but I still think it's definitely up there. It's probably a 7.5, I would say. So those are basically your reviews for the week. I'll probably be back at some point in time and review a few other movies that I want to do. But you guys enjoy your day. I just wanted to do this video and catch up a little bit. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Give your comments below and sub, and hopefully you guys are gonna have a wonderful day.